All right, so today's day in the life, I guess, um, going to be calling absentee owners, which is um, always kind of an interesting one. Here's how I'm going to do it different, though. I'm actually going to dial only ones that live out of town, live out of state. Chances are they can be a little frustrated with getting their houses rented or whatever. May want to sell this year, but look, bottom line is inventory is low, and my mission is to get as many houses on the market as possible. For me, not saying that just one person can change the market, but at least if I can get some people to list the house for sale, then things will look up for buyers, especially first-time buyers right now. So I basically just have a Excel spreadsheet pulled up with I don't know how many numbers on here, almost 500 numbers. They're probably not all good numbers, which is fine. I'll just sift through them, and the ones that I can't reach, then I'll try to mail them, and then I'll just kind of go through here and adjust them as I go. But look, this is going to be a different kind of call. You'll hear it. It's going to be pretty straightforward. So I'll just see what let's see, making sure I got names. If I don't know somebody's name, you'll know it because I'll just introduce myself and go into the property that I'm calling about. But right now, I just got the numbers, and I want to go. I'm ready to call. Probably gonna do this for about 45 minutes. I got a 2-hour continuing education class, and then 3 FISBO previews tonight from the calls that I made earlier this week. Mondays for sale by owners, Tuesdays expired listings, Wednesdays are absentee owners, Thursday, Friday I'll use for follow-ups and things like that, or any other targeted lists I decide to call on. I got caught up in sending a bunch of mail and doing direct mail and not really calling as much as I used to, and as much I'll say I'm used to. And now getting back on the phones and just talking to people feels good, and I think I think it'll work out. It's just going to be a daily practice. I don't use a dialer anymore. I use a hand dial the numbers one at a time, leave a message if I need to. The reason why I do that is because I have targeted lists, and there's no need for me to power through and pay for an additional dialer when I can just do it all from my phone. My phone is attached to my laptop, so I can dial from there. I do sales triplets, which means I call, I leave a voicemail, and I send a text message letting people know that I call if it's a cell phone. I don't always know if it's a cell phone, but I know if the message doesn't go through, especially for these absentee owner ones. So without further ado, let's get into it. Some of these people I might have called before, not sure. From the Excel spreadsheet, which is cool, I can just copy and paste and hit dial. I don't even know what I'm going to say yet. What happened here? That didn't work. Try that one more time. Dial. You can hear my dog growling. That's because there's somebody here working on some things in the house. So hold up. Try it this way then. Maybe I can't copy and paste. That's fine. We pivot. You ever have one of those days where nothing seems to be working, nothing seems to be going your way? You get not so good news, and then everything seems to go downhill from there. That's kind of been the morning that I had, but I'm just going to restart my phone and see if this works now. Because for some reason, my phone is getting no service. Usually I do not make these calls with my dog in here because he is super reactive to everything and he starts barking in the background and doing all sorts of stuff. But today is a special circumstance. All right, just got a text message that one of the previews that I was going to had signed. Oh, they already signed up with an agent. That's cool. I think they had already gotten that done. They're going to be signing off, going to list on Friday. That's one less stop for me to make today. Let me see. That was my 4:30. All right, now let's see if this works now again. We got action.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Edmund, Eddie.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I didn't know if I had the right number. I was actually calling about a property on Silver Bell Road here in Eagan, Minnesota. Wanted to find out if you were still the owner and if you were considering selling that property this year with the market being so hot. Give me a call back and let me know either way. Thanks so much. Bye. And yes, the reason why I like doing it this way is because now I have the freedom, instead of it moving on to the next number so quickly, then I can jump right in and send a quick text message, which I'm doing now. I'll move the keyboard a little bit away from the mic so it doesn't sound like I'm killing the thing. So, yeah, here, this one I'll actually, usually I don't really introduce myself in the message. No, I'm not going to copy that. Okay, cool. Now, I'll know if it was a cell phone number if the message goes through. I need to figure out how I'm going to... Yellow? I'll say yellow is voicemail. No need to do anything with that one. Move on.
Hi, you've reached Michael, Tracy, Hannah, and Emily Roberge. We're unable to take your call right now. Please leave your name, number, and a detailed message, and we'll get back to you. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, my name is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I was calling about a property on Autumnwood Way. I was wondering if you would consider selling the property if it made sense for you this year with the market being so high. Give me a call back either way. Thanks so much. Bye. So these messages or these numbers are all for people that live. Technically, they live out of town, right? So when they see that and they see my message come through, if it's a cell phone number, then hope to get a response back. Now, I see the last one sent. This one sent. So, catching some cell phone numbers here, which is great. And we'll move on to the next.
Hello?
Hi, I'm not sure if I have the right number. My name is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I was actually calling about a house on 143rd Street Court. Are you still the owner?
No, I sold that about 2 years ago.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you so much.
Yep, bye.
Bye. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's gonna be red. That's gonna be red. That's a no call. Like I said, I'm still working out exactly what I'm gonna say when I get somebody on the phone, but I know I need to find out if they're the owner first. So.
Hello, you've reached Tom Markham. I'm not able to take your call right now, so please leave me a detailed message. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, I'm not sure if I have the right number. I'm calling about a property on Summit Shores Drive here in Burnsville. My name is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I was wondering if you would consider selling that property this year if it made sense for you. Give me a call back either way. Thank you so much. Bye. Now, I always say either way on the end of the call. Just in case somebody who hears it just has it in to call me and tell me either yes or no. But then, of course, they're going to get a text message from me as well. And I just adjusted the text message that I'm sending. So instead of asking if they are considering selling in the text message, I'm just going to ask if they're still the owner. That might generate some responses for me. Maybe. If not, that's cool too. Somebody will get back to me. So sometimes in the list that I'm calling from, the name may not necessarily match like when they answer the phone. It may not necessarily match what I'm seeing on the screen here. So I don't typically ask for the person by name like I do with my other calls.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I'm calling about a property on Brick Path, number 67 here in Rosemont, Minnesota. I was wondering if you would consider selling that property this year if it made sense for you. Give me a call back either way. Thanks so much. The message I'm sending people to this one now, as I go through, like if this is the first time I'm calling on a list or something like that, as I go through, then typically what I'll do is I'll start to find ways to pare down the message. So I started off introducing myself, saying I called about the property, wanted to find out wanted to see if they would sell it if it made sense for them. Now that I've sent 1, 2, 3, 4 messages, I've pared it down to just gave you a call about a property on Brick Path here in Rosemount. That was the last one. And then I just asked, are you still the owner? So it's kind of like just dropping in and starting a conversation. But, that's if you want to reach people, and if you can, if it's the right person. Some people might tell you to screw off. Some people might respond back saying you got the wrong number. If somebody answers, they tell you they don't own the property anymore. It's just how it goes.
Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Blake Wallace. Google Voice. I used to hang up on Google Voice.
Leave me a message.
This is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I was calling about a property on West Lake Street here in Minneapolis. Wanted to know if you were still the owner, and if so, if you would consider selling it this year if it made sense for you. Give me a call back either way. Thanks so much. Hear that? My dog ain't tough. I promise you that. He's more scared than anything. If they have it set up, Google Voice does accept text messages. So, man, texting is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mark all these off as yellow, and as I work my way through this list, then, I'll call back with the same message, mark the ones off in red that aren't the owner or whatever. Any leads that I get, I'll end up adding them to my MLS probably for because typically what I'll do is I'll do a CMA for these people. I'll do a CMA for them to send over and then let them know if it makes sense for you to sell. If the price looks right, then we'll work for it.
The number you dialed is not in service.
Yeah,
Please.
that's perfect. That'll be a red one. I typically will do 50 minutes on, 10 minutes off, depending on, and I'll do it for once, twice, 3 times a day, whatever, depending on what I have going on. So, I may have talked to this person before, don't know. Hi, I'm not sure if I have the right number. My name is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I was calling about your Skyscape condo here in Minneapolis, 1804. Were you still the owner of that property?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, you know what? I'm sorry to bother you. I was just wondering if you were considering selling it this year with the market being so high, if it made sense for you.
You know what? My daughter uses it, and she's going to be in school for another year and a half, so I don't see us doing it this year. But if you call me back in a year, I might have a different. She'll be graduating, so.
Oh, I got you. Okay. No, that totally makes sense.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye-bye. Now, so that was the right number. They'll probably end up selling in a year. I marked that as green. What I'm going to do with that is I have their home address. Send them a handwritten note saying thank you for your time on the phone. And I'll also send them my my business card with that so that they have it. And then I will mark right around this time when they're going to be graduating, I will mark that they are potentially going to sell. And that's it. And I'm going to add them to my follow-up campaign, which is basically just a mail. So while I do that, I'll be taking these notes. But just use that I've got. One thing about some of these is that they get calls from a lot of investors that are looking to like buy these places, and, a lot, or like even wholesalers and things like that. So a lot of times when you heard him, he was a little bit standoffish in the beginning. So I keep it pretty short and respect their time and do all that. These condos though, it's tough because of pandemic and stuff. They don't get, they don't get as much attention as they used to. So, but that one is a really nice one. It's in a really good area. Skyscape is a nice building. So I just took a few notes on that one. I'll come back to it once I filter this out. And later on when I do my CRM cleanup and updates, then that one will get, nothing is working today, man. Like this thing keeps on disconnecting from me. There we go. Then I'll call him. I might even call him in 6 months or so. Graduation's around August. She's going to be graduating in a year. So yeah, so I'll call around that time. But he's not kicking his daughter out. Good thing is I do a lot of work out of the downtown market. So I can, by the address, I can tell the name of the building.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 9.
Hi, this is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I'm not sure if I have the right number, but I was calling about a condo at Grant Park, number 1304 here in Minneapolis. And I wanted to know if you were still the owner, and if so, if you were considering selling that property this year with the market being so high. Give me a call back either way. Thanks so much. Bye. Tone of voice matters. You don't want to sound like a salesperson. So I just try to sound, keep it a pretty level tone and do it that way. Ones that I leave messages for on my spreadsheet, I just mark them. I just change the background. I highlight it as yellow. Like the guy that I just spoke to who said he might be selling in a year, then he just got marked as green. I would consider that to be a lead. If he told me to call him back in a year, he didn't say that he had a realtor that he works with. So when I send that card, give him a call back, ask him if he got it, And then I'll circle back with them in a year. I'm a solo agent. I work on my own. And what I realize is when it comes down to like dialers and things like that, I'm sure I'll get a lot of people saying, why don't you use a dialer? Why don't you do it that way? This way is good because I maximize each person that I call by sending that text message. Maximizes your chances of getting a call back. I'll also be sending, a handwritten note to these people as they come up, and I just kind of do that on a daily basis. I work through the list alphabetically, so they get that from me as well, and then they'll get this phone call. So when I'm working through this, I figure, there's really no huge rush. Like my ideal workload that I want to work with is 6 listings per month is what I can honestly handle from a marketing standpoint and a budget standpoint, and that's really, really good. My goal is to get to the point where I'm maintaining that on a regular basis. So by doing this and getting there 1 listing at a time, this is what will get me there. Now, maybe down the line, if I want to be some crazy production 500-600 people and do a lot more like circle prospecting and things like that people call, then maybe I'll get a dialer and go this way. But my lists are really, really targeted. As far as like absentee owners, this is totally fine to go through and hand dial these folks and really just take your time, because what I realized that when I was on the dialer is that I oftentimes would be on the phone speaking with somebody, and the dialer will pause, but I can still see that there's the call next in queue. So I always felt like this tiny ounce of feeling like I was being rushed because I wanted to make sure that I got to the next call. And also, if 2 people would answer at the same time, it would leave like this recording saying, I can't hear you, and it would call back and redial. And I would get a lot of people that would get annoyed by that, and they'd answer the phone, and they would you could already tell that they knew you were like a telemarketer or something like that. With this, I'm dialing from my own cell phone number, so if they call me back, they'll get that. They'll see my phone number in their text message if they take a look at that and they decide to respond. And then they'll hear my voice on their voicemail, and I don't leave a phone number on that. So they'll go back and they'll pay attention to my number. And anyone that I speak to will get that thank you note. So I can easily dial 30, 40 people in an hour. So far I've made it through 12 calls, and I've been doing this it's probably just been about 20 minutes or so. So average that out, and I've been talking to the camera. So average that out, and I can probably get through, if I was really going after it, 40, 50 calls without talking in between and doing all that in an hour. And that's good. I'll probably speak to 5 or 6 people. Some people will be interested, some people won't be. But again, this is a daily practice. So it's the compounding effect of what I'm doing here. And that's it. Dialing the second one, or dialing this other number.
The number.
See, that's cool. Now, the pro of the dialer is that typically it would skip that call. I wouldn't hear that or whatever. But it's good to have it here. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to connect. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hi, I'm not sure if you can help me. My name is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I'm actually calling about a property here on Excelsior Lane. That happens too. Even though they hung up. Oh, look. They're calling back. Hi, this is Blake.
All right, who is this?
Yes, I'm a local real estate agent. I was calling about a property here on Excelsior Lane in Apple Valley, number 117. Are you still the owner?
Yeah, I'm the owner. Why?
Okay, yeah, I was just wanting to give you a call here. I'm sorry to bother you. I wanted to find out, with the market being so high, if you consider selling it this year, if it made sense for you.
Oh, what is the price that you are expecting? I mean, looking for that to put it in the market.
Well, that's exactly why I'm calling, because what I would do is I would provide you with a full CMA to see if the numbers added up for you. I can run some numbers and we can get back together, and if it makes sense for you, we can work something out.
Okay. Yeah, maybe check for the prices and let me know what are the price. Or if that's something that interests me, we can think about it.
Sounds good. What's your email address? I can send it to you through email. At Gmail, you said? All right. What I'll do is I'll get you a full CMA report over to you this evening, and then I can circle back with you here in the next couple of days, and we can talk about it and see if it makes sense for you. Does that sound good? All right. Thank you, man. Boom. That is it's either a condo or a townhouse here in Apple Valley. I live in Apple Valley. And he had hung up on me at first and saw and gave me a call back. So I put together the full CMA for him. I send it over. I'm going to follow up with him on Friday, see if there's any questions that he has on it, and we will go from there. It has been 30 minutes. I got 2 solid leads, one for a year from now and one that might even be thinking about it right now. So, it's worth sitting down in your chair and getting some calls in. I'm just going to take some notes here. I was just about to send him a message, even though he had hung up on me too, and I saw that he was calling back. And that's the other good thing about not being attached to the dialer, is that I didn't have to stop anything. I could just take the call right there and do it. So I'll send it over and then call back Friday. Now he's going to end up being in my, I have his name and email address right here. I verified his email address to make sure that I got it. And then we'll go from there. If it's a good price for him, then, it could be a potential listing. So. That's a no-go. Marked it off as red. For anybody that's wondering, there's an abundance of business to be had out here. If you work smart and you call on the right people and you're consistent, it all works out. As you can see, I kind of get into a groove and I go. I love working with people that are out of town. So.
You have reached 60989.
This is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I was calling about a property here in Rosemount on Clover Lane. Not sure if you're still the owner, but if you are, was wondering if you would consider selling it this year if it made sense for you. Give me a call back either way. Thanks so much. Probably going to spend a few more minutes on this because I want to be able to have some food before I jump into my continuing education class. Continuing education is racism in real estate. Should be a very interesting class. But number one, a lot of people are saying that, you know, cold calling is dead and things like that. I don't think I think traditional cold calling might be dead, but in today's world, people have a phone on them all the time. And if I have somebody's cell phone number, if I leave them a voicemail, they're going to get a notification. They're going to listen to the voicemail. They're going to hear my voice. They're going to hear the message. I send them a text message. They're going to get a notification. They're going to read the text message. They can decide either to call me back, text me back, or do whatever they want to do. So there's more opportunities to reach out to people in this way. With me calling out of town absentee owners, these are people that are a little bit more serious investors. Who knows why they're still holding on to the property, if they have renters in there, if it's vacant, if they're holding on to it for a family member. I'm calling really to find out and see if it makes sense. And that's really all it is. So just like I talked to the guy, I just said, hey, you know what, that's exactly why I'm calling. I can provide you a valuation, send it over to you, and you let me know if it makes sense or not. Does that sound fair? Cool. And I don't waste anybody's time either. At the same point, people always have a phone on them, but they have a phone on them and they're on the move. Stop wasting time. You don't have to get into a conversation and build the rapport and do things like that because they'll respect you for respecting their time. I'm going to try to get through 2 more calls here, see if I can reach another person. That's a no. Ones like that I don't reach. Where's that one? Come on, refresh. So on my, I don't know what it's called. I think it's like Phone Companion app through Windows. All I have to do is click on the number I just called, go to the message, and start typing. And ones like that I don't leave a voicemail for or anything like that, I just leave it. I don't highlight it or do anything like that with it. As if nothing's done with it, then I'll know. I'll just call it back. It didn't say it was a bad number or anything like that. I think it was just dropped or ignored or whatever it may be. People screen calls. It is what it is.
Hello?
Hi, I'm not sure if I have the right number. My name is Blake. I'm a local real estate agent. I'm calling about a property here on Cobblestone Lake Parkway, number 1604. Are you still the owner?
1604?
Yes.
No.
All right. Were you ever the owner of that property or not?
Was that 156? No.
Yeah,
No.
it's 15626 Cobblestone Lake Parkway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are
That
you?
is our property.
Oh, that is
It's our
your.
property now.
That's your property now. So you're still currently the owner.
Yes.
And it's Unit 1604.
Unit 15626. Yes.
Got it. Okay. Yes. Well, I apologize for the confusion. Like I said, I'm a real estate agent here. And the reason why I was calling is because I was just curious with the market being so high. Would you consider selling it this year if it made sense for you?
Not at all. I never want to sell that condo ever. It's my place in heaven.
Gotcha. Well, hey, we'll hold on to it forever. Hold on to it forever. Absolutely.
All right,
Thanks so
thank you.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was, I like when people are nice. She didn't understand what I was doing, but I think I'm going to mark that one as, I'm just coming up with the color coding as I'm on the phone with you. Mark that one as blue. That's cold. She says she's never going to sell it, but I'm still going to send a thank you note to her for being so nice on the phone and doing that. So, she might be a referral down the line or something like that. But listen, this is about 50 minutes. I'm at that mark. I'm about ready to get done with it, grab some food. But two pretty good leads here just from calling through this list. So I'm happy about that. Thanks for watching.